Alright guys, welcome to Show and Tuck. I will be doing our first review. My better half and better looking half is not here today, so you guys are stuck with just me. Lucky you. Hey, welcome. This review that I'm doing today is going to be on my battle belt here, or gun belt, however you prefer to call it. I'm going to show you guys how I set it up. Going to go over the belt itself and then how I set everything up and why I do that. Alright, so first thing I want to go over is the actual belt itself. So this is Raptor Tactical's Dunbar belt. They got a nice line of belts. You guys should go check them out. They have one that's a little bit more minimalist than this. They have a sturdy leather belt. I believe it's a duty belt meant for cops and such. I chose this one because it has this nice padding in here. And this padding is actually velcroed, so you can take it off if you want. That is the belt. It's got 2 rows, hook and loop right here, so you can put all your attachments however you want to attach onto it. So that's my belt right there. That's how I set it up. Alright, so that's the actual belt, and it has the Cobra buckle. Alright, so this is how I set up my battle belt here, guys. So on the very back I have my med pouch. It's called a MeFac, a MyFac. This is from Raptor Tactical. This thing is really cool. So it's got these pull tabs right here whenever you need to use this. So it's got these pull tabs and you can pull either side, whichever side you can get to, and this medical pouch will pull out, and there is a string that draws everything together, and you have to pack it all up, stick it in here, and that string will hold in place. When you pull this out, it'll pull that string out, and this med pouch will deploy, and it'll get to most everything you need for first aid, as far as helping to stop the bleed and such. So I love this thing, and once again, this is also Raptor Tactical. One thing I did do with this, I was having issues with training where these tabs kept coming out. And I love this, it's a cool design, but I wear this on my back right behind me. I'll explain later why I wear this like that and the purpose that I do that. But these pull tabs kept coming out, and these flaps that hold in the med pouch, they kept coming undone, and this thing would slowly start to creep out. So what I did was I took Velcro that's with the sticky side, and I put the hook and loop Velcro in here, and I Velcroed it onto these tabs. So what it does is it holds everything in place, but it's also Velcro, and you guys know with Velcro it will come apart if you pull it hard enough. Next thing to go over is knife. So I know a lot of dudes carry knives, and you got your Benchmade, which is, a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm not buying Benchmade, but whatever. You got your Microtech, Kershaw. There's so many of them. Tor knives are good. There's so many really good knife companies out there. I do a lot of hunting, so everything I use gear wise is stuff that I've used before, whether deployed or just in life. So I find what works best for me and I use that. I hunt here in South Georgia. I'd love to get out to Texas and do some hunting, but so my knife that I carry, because I use it, is I have a Schrade hunting knife. And this is what I carry on me, made in the USA. I've skinned and gut a lot of pigs with this. Like to get some more deer. This is what I use. I carry it on my left side. If I ever need to use it in a fight, which I hope I don't have to, but if I ever need to use it in a fight, I can pull it out with my left hand, because I'm left-handed, so I keep it on my left side. I can pull it out and get ready to use it. I'd like to learn how to knife fight a whole lot better, but that's why I carry guns, because I don't really want to get stabbed with the knife. But this is why I carry this knife, guys. So I do like the old school Western look, as you guys know. Great knife. I've had this for a long time. So this is the knife that I carry. I got a whetstone in here that I can use to sharpen it, which I need to. But it's got the top of the blade here. You can sharpen them. This is real good for gutting your animal that you kill. So this is the knife I run. This is why I have it on my kit. So I use it or I lose it, and it works for me. This thing has a lot of real world experience. So I trust it, I keep it on me. That's why I use it. A lot of dudes have gear and kit and it's not dirty. They don't use it for nothing. They might wear it for looks, but they don't even know if it works or not. So I know this thing works. I'm gonna use it, and I can use it for plenty of different purposes. So that's my knife right there, and I love it. All right, so there went over my knife, obviously the med pouch. I got my gloves here. This is where I like to keep my gloves. I don't always use them. When you're in the military, you have to wear gloves. A lot of jobs, I know a lot of police officers and SWAT guys, they have to wear gloves. So if you have to wear gloves, wear them and train with them. I'm guilty of that, because even when I was in, I was always taking my gloves off. I couldn't stand wearing them. But I like using these pig gloves by SKD Tactical. I've been wearing these things for years. I had some of their first ones when I was deployed, and then they came out with these. They're a lot thinner, multicam black, of course, but I've been rocking these for a while. Everything I use and abuse. That's the name of the game. You buy equipment, use it and abuse it. So I got them clipped on here. I can take them off, I can keep them on, whatnot. This right here, a friend gave to me. This is pretty cool. This is a Leatherman. This is their Raptor scissors. So it's also it's got some blades in here that you can deploy as well. So this is a nice multi-purpose tool, as well as a medical tool. It's even got a ruler on here, so that's pretty cool as well. This is more or less a safety feature of why I have it. So haven't really used it, but if I ever needed it, boom, there it is. So really cool, like it. Haven't found a cool way to put it on my kit, so I zip tied it. Man, so this is on my left side. My holster for my gun, I don't attach it to my belt. I'll explain why later. But this is a space right here that's nice, and these are moving, and my holster, whether it's a drop leg or it's right up on my hip, sits right here, and this does not get in the way of it. This is on my right side. So once again, I'm an Old West kind of guy, grew up with it, so I had some free space on my battle belt, so I threw on this little bandolier. So it's not very practical, but it still is functional. So it's more or less for looks, but in a helter-skelter situation, or I don't know, boogaloo situation or whatever. Freaking, I could use these. And they actually make 9mm revolvers now, so that's pretty freaking cool. I believe Ruger is the one who makes the 9mm revolver, so I gotta get me one. I wish you Birdie would make it at least a 9mm cylinder. But so it is functional. It's more for looks, but that's why I run that there. It gives you the gunslinger Old West look. Over here, I have a high-speed gear. I have their mag pouch here, just a dual AR mag pouch. I just run 2 magazines, and then also Raptor Tactical, I have their pistol pouch for my 9mm mags. That's all I run. I don't run 5 or 6 AR magazines on my battle belt, or 3, 4, 5 9mm magazines. I'm not doing 2-gun or 3-gun or IDPA. If some of those guys have to do reloads, so they have their belts filled up with magazines, but that's just not practical. When I was deployed back in 2012, this is how I ran my battle belt, just like this. I didn't have 10 magazines sitting on this belt. That's too much weight. That's not practical. If you're walking around a lot, it's gonna wear on your hips and be uncomfortable, and you're not gonna be able to sit in a vehicle. You see some guys run around, you know, on the gram, and they just have, you know, the whole kitchen sink sitting on their battle belt, and it looks ridiculous. But this is how I have my battle belt set up. It's a Raptor Tactical Dunbar, Raptor Tactical pouches. I like to keep my knife on my left side. If you guys keep it on the other side and you train that way, do it, man. All for you. Med pouch kit. Just what you need. Just what you need. You don't need a lot on your hips. So this is what you need. If you have more than this, then, you know, maybe the zombie apocalypse happened. But I grabbed a holster that sits right up here on my waist to show you guys. So the drop legs are nice, but a lot of people don't use those. So I take it and I run it right up, around, under, and on the inside of my sidearm. Okay. So I got everything easily accessible. Got my Savior scissors, multi-tool, gloves if I need them real quick. Got my sidearm, my knife right here. It's right there, it's out of the way. I can sit down. This thing sticks to the body really well, stays up here. Med pouch is back here. AR for reloads, pistol mags for reloads, and that is my battle belt setup. Why I have my med pouch set up like this is because, so this is actually a conversation that, look like I'm talking to you guys. So this is actually a conversation that I had while we were deployed with a lot of guys. So it was how best you should wear your med pouch. A lot of guys wore them on their kits. A lot of guys had them in bags, their go to hell bags. But so the first rule of thumb is on the battlefield, or if you're a police officer, or if you're out training, whatever it is, if you go to rush to somebody's aid, you don't use your med pouch to render aid to them. You use theirs. But that being said, if you have to give yourself aid, what is the best way to do it? What happens? So if, let's say I get shot in the left arm and my med kit is on my left side, or it's on my plate carrier on the left side, how am I gonna reach it? if this arm is completely useless, how am I going to reach it? There may not be a way, if it's broken or all, you know, cattywampus or something, there may not be a way that I can reach it really good with the other side. So I never wanted my med pouch affixed to a certain point where I could not get to it. What I decided to go with, and what I think works best for me, is I put all my tools besides my, this is not leaving my side. My gun will never leave my side, okay? So this is fine to be fixed right here. But as far as all of my tools, either hand, if I'm missing a hand or whatnot, boom, I can take this off one-handed. Now look, this is off one-handed. What can I do? I have access to everything, whether I'm one-handed or not. Or if I gotta take this and give it to somebody, if they need this more than I do in an emergency situation, you can hand it off. Everything on here, nothing's gonna go anywhere. It's all right here, easily accessible. Now, if I have to get to my med pouch, if I only have one hand, I can get to my med pouch with one hand. It's not stuck, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's on your back, how are you gonna reach that? Just like that, you take it off. So that's why, this is how I run my battle belt, guys. This is why I run it that way. That pretty much is it for today with this review. Let me know if you guys liked it, what you thought, if you agree, disagree. If you disagree, get the, no, I'm just kidding. If you disagree, let me know why. If you like it, subscribe, tell your friends. Trying to do more gear, get more stuff. My partner's gonna come help out. We got a lot of stuff in store for you guys, so it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for tuning in, watching, subscribing. Love you guys. Bom dia. Can you deal with that?